Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome. Good to see you. So, I have a very interesting one for you tonight. You may know about this. You may not know about this. I certainly did not know about this, but I looked it up. Jenny, yay! You are here. What is happening? Salam, 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 salam. Um, so check this out. Check this out. There's a new store in New York, USA, that you can go and pick your husband. So, ladies, you are welcome. If you're single, you can go to New York. There's a store called the Husband Store, and you can go there and you can actually choose your husband. Now, I don't know the whole how it works, but it's there, and it has 6 floors. So the whole thing with this store is that when you go in there, you have an option for each floor. So you can pick anybody you want, any item you want from each floor. The caveat or the drawback is, well, you can go up to the floors, like you can go from the first to the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, but you can't go back down a floor to pick somebody else, right? So you can go up, but you can't go down. So check this out. You're probably thinking, what the? Stay with me. First floor is that these men all have jobs. Okay. So there's a lady who gets really curious. This is a true story. There's a lady who gets really curious about the husband store and decides to go to the store. Goes to the store and sees a sign that the first floor, these men all have jobs. Hit the heart button if you're here. Let me see some activities like you're alive. Um, the first floor, they all have jobs. So she goes, well, I can't stop here. I gotta see what's going on, right? So she goes to the second floor, and the second floor says these men all have jobs and they love kids. So like, okay, I kind of like this, right? I like what I'm seeing. So let me go to another floor, right? So she goes to the third floor. I'm not making this up, folks. I'm not making this up. Third floor is these men all have jobs, they all love kids, and they are dead drop gorgeous. They're extremely good looking men, right? She's just like, oh my goodness, this is like amazing. What is it? What's happening here? They have jobs, they love kids, they're amazing, looking and stuff. Let me go to another floor. Let's see what's going on. So she goes to the next floor, and the next floor says, this is the fourth floor. It says, these men all have jobs. They all love kids. They are extremely good looking men, and they have a strong romantic streak. This lady is I'm sorry, it says that I'm sorry, the next floor, it said, oh man, they help with housework. I read the next floor wrong. It says they help with the housework. Well, she gets excited. She goes, you know what, I got to see what the next floor is. So she goes to the next floor. They all have kids. I mean, they all have jobs. They love kids. They're very good looking guys. They help with housework, and they have strong romantic streaks. Now she's on the fifth floor and she's thinking to herself, oh my goodness, I wondered, like, is there anything else that a man would have on the sixth floor? I mean, this is amazing. They all have jobs, they love kids, they're very good looking guys, they help with housework, they have a strong romantic streak. She can barely contain herself. So she goes, you know what? I got to go to the third floor. I got to go to the sixth floor. So she decides to go to the sixth floor, and by her surprise, there's like not much there except for one sign, and the sign says, "You are woman number 1,456. This floor exists to prove that there is nothing that would satisfy women." Now, some of you women may hate me for this story, but hey, this is a real store, and you guys are the one that are going to the sixth floor. Don't blame it on me. You're the one who going to the sixth floor. I'm not there. I'm not even at the store. So you guys are the one going to the sixth floor, wanting more and more and more and more. But this story, I didn't bring up the story to talk about the women and how they, that's not why I brought it up. Reminds me of Twilight episodes. Yeah. Oh man, I remember Twilight Zone. That was awesome years ago. But so I didn't bring it up for that reason, but I brought it up for this reason. And this is such a cool little story in that how many of us are never satisfied? Yeah, that's fine. What floor are you on? That's a good one. I like that one. I'll probably be, I'm not going to have to stay on the fifth floor. You know what I mean? I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, how did they get the men? Did the men go there and register themselves? And like, how does it work out? Like this is, I have no idea, but hey, maybe some of you will go check it out. But isn't that interesting though? How many of us are just never satisfied? Like we have, and then we're greed, right? Greed. You got to have more. You go to the next floor. You got to have more. You go to the next floor. And I've seen it over and over, time after time, again and again, that some big name, big shot, big leader, big this, big that got busted, right? Or did some act of something and just kind of blew everybody's mind, right? And you think to yourself, why? They got everything, right? Have you ever thought about that? They got like, and then you're like, it's got to be greed. It's like never satisfied, right? And this it's a great example of how, like, if they had I guess, wife store, yeah, and if I went to, and I was on the fifth floor, and there was one more floor, I guess curiosity would would nudge me all the time to kind of, hey, I wonder what's on the sixth floor, right? Mine would be more like, I wonder what's on there, right? But some of us, it's like we never are satisfied. We get this, we ask for this, we get it, and then we're not thankful, we're not grateful, and then we just jump to the next thing. We're not thankful, we're not grateful, we don't spend the time to be thankful and grateful for what we actually do have, right? And it's like, it's never satisfying, it's never fulfilling, it's never enough. Some of us have that thing that it just gotta keep, we just gotta have more, gotta have more. Nahor, what's going on? Cordisha, what's happening? So human nature to always want. It really is. It just it's like we're never satisfied, right? Now I will share this thing with you, because then if you're a vet to my lives, you'd be like, well, you kind of always like strive for more. You preach that. I do. Here's the thing. There's a big difference between being satisfied, grateful, and pushing for more than having it all or having what you have and not being grateful and just take. That's two separate things. That's where you let the love of money, fame, and power take over your life, right? That's where the good book says, you kind of want to watch out for that, right? But on this side, where you're grateful for what you have, even if it's a loaf of bread, you're grateful. But that doesn't mean you sit there and kumbaya, my Lord, for the next loaf of bread. You go out there and you hustle, you work, you do what you got to do to get two loaves of bread, right? It's not that you're not satisfied, you're not grateful, you're not thankful. It's just that, hey, you can do more, you can get more, right? I think my ex, I'd be happy in the basement to see what that's fun, right? So it's a cool little story because it just shows, the same store for men to go find a wife. I can tell you 9 out of 10 times it would be probably the same results. Why? Because most men would be like, well, I wonder what's there. I don't know. Maybe, right? Maybe you can drop your thoughts and let me know what you think. Where would you go? Where would you stop? What floor would you stop? If you're a woman with a husband store, what floor? If you're a man, if there was a wife store, I wonder why there's no wife store. I mean, there's a husband store. Never mind. So what floor would you stop on, right? So again, it's cool to strive for more and do more and want more. It's not cool to do it out of greed, right? It's a whole different thing. When you bless other people, it's like this. If you bless more people and help them get what they want, then you get what you want, right? Well, if you sit there and you help only one person, you ain't doing a whole a lot, are you? Right? So the whole point is, yeah, grateful, thankful, but I'm pushing for more because I know I can, right? So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop some takeaways. Let me know. Like I said, what floor would you stop? Oh, yeah, I want to know. And if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.